Good morning. I never finish my morning coffee, so when I get done whatever I'm doing that distracts me from drinking it, it's already cold, and instead of warming it up, I just put an ice cube into it, and I like lean into the coldness. No one cares. Happy Wednesday. It is just about 10 o'clock. Today's like a long spread out day, but it's not too crazy. Got up at 7:30, which was amazing. I had my first clients of the day, so I work with a couple, so I just went to them. We got a little bar class. We have 2 more clients, and then we're gonna go dance tonight for 2 hours. So guys, as we're going throughout the day, I wanna talk a little bit about muscle soreness. I get asked a lot, like, should I be sore? Should I not be sore? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? So we're gonna break it down really simply, and we're gonna answer all those questions. What is muscle soreness? How often you should be sore? And then when you are sore, how you can like deal with it or alleviate it. So as we're discussing what muscle soreness is, I'm gonna put on my face because I kind of need to multitask. So muscle soreness is also known as DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness. And typically you're going to experience DOMS within like 1 to maybe up to 3 days after you do a workout or some kind of strenuous activity. Ooh, whoops. I picked at this neck pimple and that was a bad idea. Also, yes, I have neck pimples because I teach fitness for a living and the sweat comes down and then it gives pimples. So that's a fun part of my career. Okay. Back to DOMS. So for a long time, it was thought that muscle soreness was like a buildup of lactic acid in the muscles, and that's actually been disproven. And that's kind of the cool thing about science, like it's always evolving and we're always learning more. What we've actually discovered about muscle soreness, and it's actually tiny micro tears in your muscle, and it's literally just a micro injury. And this is going to typically happen when you're introducing new activity or a new intensity of activity. So it's really just your body's way of responding to new movement. So like if you're doing strength training and you go up in weight or you introduce a new type of lift, you are creating micro tears in your muscle that are going to need to repair. It's going to be sore as it's doing it. And then those muscles are going to get larger and bigger. If you're doing something like cardio or HIIT, it could be inflammation or swelling in a certain area due to a lot of repetitive, intense force. And really, like when it comes to what is muscle soreness, kind of all you need to know. Like, I don't think that we need to break down like the physiological changes happening in the body any more than that. Always remember that I'm just trying to break down bigger concepts into the bare minimum basic understanding of like, what you actually need to know. I've said it a lot on this channel, but I just think it's really unfortunate, like how little we're really taught about our bodies and how they work and how to take care of them when it comes to movement and nutrition and all of the above. So that's part of my goal. All right, so we're gonna finish this up. Oh my God, why did I do that? I have 2. I kind of look like I got bit by a vampire. Well, let me know if you're team Edward or Jacob down in the comments. I'm going to finish up my face. We got a little admin work to do. That's kind of like the theme of the day. I have like an appointment, admin work, appointment, admin work. And as we go, we'll kind of talk a little bit more about muscle soreness. So I'm going to finish this up. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, just got insanely annoyed. I don't know, just computer things. I feel like my blood is boiling. So let's talk. So we've covered what muscle soreness is. Now I want to talk about when should you be sore. Unfortunately, there is this notion kind of in our fitness culture where the sign of a good workout is being sore afterwards. And that is not true. unless your goal is to be sore, and then your workout is great. And to understand that, we just need to go back to what muscle soreness is. It's literally just a sign of implementing a new style of training, a new intensity. So it's literally just your body's reaction to new stimulus. And if we think about our programming, we don't always want to be introducing new intensities and new stimulus and like completely new exercises. We need some type of routine and progression to actually get better. And if we're always working at the highest intensity and always chasing that feeling of being really sore, we're never going to actually be able to adapt and get better and stronger. So this is what I always use as a rule of thumb. You want to be sore sometimes, but not all the time. It's that simple. If you're always sore, you're going too hard. And if you're never sore, you're not going hard enough. I'm not going to give you some like magic ratio or formula of this type of split and that type of workout. It doesn't exist. You've got to figure out what works best for you. Start to be a little more aware of how you're feeling before, during, and after your workout. And it's as simple as that. Okay. You know what's going to make us get out of this funk? I'm in like a funky mood. We're going to do a little unboxing. So I got some clothes sent to me. We're walking through the darkest parts of the apartment. Hold on. We got to turn this AC off. Packages. I was actually smart and crossed out my address so I don't have to censor it in editing. This is from Swiftwick and Tent Tree. This isn't sponsored, they just sent me this. It looks like they plant trees for every purchase. So we got some socks. We know I'm very partial to Bombas though. Ooh, cute. I love the purple. Imagine that's my foot. Like a sock puppet. Cute. And they have like some nice like compressive ribbing right here. Ooh, okay. Nice little tied up packaging. Oh, cute. So we got a sports bra. Simple, classic. It's a little long. We'll have to try that on in a bit. Cute. Ooh, I might want to wear these to dance tonight. Okay, I'm very excited to try those. Thank you for sending those over. Great. We have to edit this bar class now. So after we edit this in like, I have like an hour and a half. That's plenty of time. I'm doing a drop-in personal training session. So this is actually a new thing that I have started to offer this month. I'm gonna continue it for September because there was some bites, some nibbles. So basically you can just go right on my website, on my class schedule, and I just kind of fill in like during my free time, little drop-in sessions. So yeah, I know that I've had like a lot of people emailing me just like, oh, I wanna do like a one-off session or just like check my form with you, but I don't want to like commit to personal training. So I'm just kind of testing this out and seeing how it goes. So let's edit this bar class.
Late July with the sun up high, the cicadas sing as the weeks drop by. I read all day in a hammock sway, time like molasses and melts away. Need to beat the sleepy sweet heat, my friends call it, all like to meet it. So you see, in 90 degrees, it's a dinner under the olive trees. The brittle clink, the deep red drink, the cocktail chatter in silver ink. A single glance, summer romance, an evening entirely up to chance one night to dance away under the bright moonlight, taking lost in the magic of your eyes. Oh, but it's only for the night, one night. Within a moment, everything collides. It's all exactly how the film's described. Oh, but it's only for the night.
Ugh, okay. Hi. Bye. Oh, I didn't eat my notes. Oh man. You're very confused, I understand. Closing that door because I turned the air on in there. This lighting is questionable at best. I was gonna finish up this video before I left for dance, but I just got distracted with like, I had an in-person client and then I had to go right to dance and I didn't really wanna like walk and film because I just like to review in my head. So anyway, let's talk about the last piece of this puzzle, and this is how to alleviate muscle soreness or DOMS. Do you have something to say? Hi. And bye. Okay, so let's just kind of go down the list. Well, quickly touch on them as we go, but just forewarning, I'm not reinventing the wheel here. These are just all ideas and you need to play with them to figure out what works best for you. The number one thing is time and rest. You just have to give your body time to recover. Remember that if we think back again to like what muscle soreness is, it's tiny micro tears in your muscles for the most part, right? Those muscles need time to repair and rebuild, because if you are working on a micro injury over and over and over, it's never going to repair itself. So that's why rest days are so important. I made a whole video about rest days right up here. Another great thing is massage or self-myofascial release, aka foam rolling, or if you have like a Theragun or a tennis ball or something like that. I'm gonna be doing that immediately when I'm done this video. This one I feel like is controversial for some reason, but ibuprofen is a good option, or some kind of anti-inflammatory. You don't wanna rely on it every single time you're sore, but always remember too that like an inflamed muscle or area is gonna take more time to heal than something that's What is that? Oh, it is downpouring. I heard little like, beep, 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 beep. I thought it was mice. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, Zoe, it's just rain. Anyway, yeah, basically an inflamed muscle or area is gonna take more time to heal than something that's not. So I personally do not think that there's anything wrong with using some kind of anti-inflammatory, but you don't want to abuse it, right? Wow, it's like thunder and lightning. I just got home at the perfect time. Thank you. Kind of related to that, compression. So especially like wearing compression socks is a great thing if you find that your feet swell. If you do find that a joint is like swelling after a workout or something, using some kind of brace, so that's a great option. Heat is another great thing that can help. Ice is also something, but apparently, and don't quote me on this, but like the guy who came up with RICE, like rest, ice, compress, elevate, apparently he went back and he was like, actually ice is wrong, like it slows the healing process, which I gotta look up some sources on that. I gotta figure that out below, but apparently like ice is maybe controversial now. Again, this is the joy in science. We're always learning, right? Something that is a lot more actionable right after your workout is making sure that you are refueling on protein and carbs. So remember that carbs are gonna be your body's main source of energy. So that means that after a workout, you have depleted those. And make sure that you also have enough protein post-workout, because that is gonna help, to put it really simply, like feed your muscles. So again, it's like really kind of plain and simple, and you just have to experiment and figure out what works best for you. We're going to foam roll and tennis ball my feet, and then actually have a glass of wine on a Wednesday, because I don't have anything tomorrow. Like I'll have to be on the screen until 6 p.m. tomorrow night. So we're sleeping in tomorrow, we're getting some rest, getting a little relaxation. Also, do we like this shirt? Put your dick in a box. Bye.